Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Okay. Hello everyone. We're gonna start doing a sample lab today about static routing using one class C address. This is a sample lab. We're gonna go through it together. So we have to create the following: department headquarters, which requires at least 25 IP addresses; a sales department, which requires at least 75 IP addresses; a marketing department requiring another 75 IP addresses; and department services, which requires 10 IP addresses. So we're going to go ahead and roughly kind of map that out for you. So let's start with our departments. So we're going to have a router. Let's go with one of these generic routers. And we're going to need 4 departments. So let's go with 4 of those. Here we go. There are our 4 departments. And let's change the names of these departments. So this is going to be headquarters. And this is going to be marketing department. Marketing BPT. All right, marketing department. And this is going to be department services. Oh, we skipped sales, so let's do sales department. And finally, over here is department services. Okay, so just to keep it consistent, I'm going to shift sales over there and marketing over here and department services here. Cool. That looks pretty good. What we want to do then is to put some switches in. And these switches are a little different, so let's go with generic switch. Let's see something. Let's see this one. How many? This has about 24 ports in this one. Okay, let's see if we could find a switch with more ports. That's a 24 port. This is let's see what this one has. About the same. Nothing crazy about that switch. And these generic switches, roughly the same. So we're gonna go with the 24 port switch. So let's do that. Do you want to delete? Yes. And we're gonna go with this switch for each department. So it's 1 2 3 and 4. There you go. So headquarters, let's just edit some of these again to give an idea of how many IP addresses headquarters requires. This one requires 25 IP addresses. So we're going to go here and we're going to put this as 25 IP addresses. And sales department, same thing. This requires 75 IP addresses. Marketing department, another 75 IP addresses. And department services requires only 10 IP addresses. So at a quick glance, we could see all the requirements needed for each department, which is pretty good. From here, we are going to start mapping out some departments. Let's just throw some PCs in here just so we could have a pretty good look at what this is going to entail. So this department, let's say, would have a couple of PCs here. There we go. Nicely done. And over here in sales, let's say they use laptops. Let's go with that because they're salespeople. They're always on the move. Let's throw in some laptops over here. Okay, cool. Marketing department will get a couple of PCs as well. And department services, usually that's like the print server and the email server, but for now we're going to throw in these PCs. That looks pretty good to me. All right, cool. Okay, so now we want to connect all these stuff together. So let's start by connecting our routers together. So we're going to go with this cable, which has the clock, and we're going to go from serial port 2 into serial port 3. And we're going to follow that down the road to serial port 2 on this one, to serial port 3 on this one. So we go out on serial port 2 and we connect on serial port 3. And that gives us from our departments all the way through, all connected. Then we're going to use the straight through cable to go on the F00 port. And we're going to take that into our switch. And we're going to go on port 1 on the switch. So we're going to follow that pattern also, F00 port. And we're going to go out to our switch on port 1. F00 port out to our switch on port 1. And again with this one, F00 port onto our switch on port 1. Perfecto. Okay, so we're good. Good there. Good. Very, very good there. Very, 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 very good there. I'm liking that. So from here, we're going to probably just connect some of our PCs. PCs have one Ethernet port, and you could probably connect it to any port on the switch. But we're going to start with port 10. And we're going to go like that. And 0. And here is port 11. And here is port, there we go, and port 12. That looks awesome. Let's do the same thing for the PC, fast Ethernet, port 10, again, fast Ethernet, port 11. This gets a little bit repetitive, but it's worth it. So this way we could do all our testing and have a little bit of real world simulation going in. So I like it. So we're going to go with port 10, and for this one, port 11. Okay, and finally we're moving over to department services, port 10 and 0. Over here, port 11 and 0. And over here, port 12 and 0. There we go. Let me check how much time we have been going on this. So right now this video is about 8.5 minutes long. So I think for now we are pretty good at where we are. So I'm going to stop the video here and continue in the next version. So we have all our departments set up, through all our switches set up, and some PC set up. So now we got to figure out which IP addresses we're going to set to which department, and we will do that in the next video. Okay, bye.